Hello and welcome. My name is Dinotopia, and this is Dino Topics Reviews, a survival series where I build and review a movie scene in Minecraft. As this is a survival series, please be patient as I condense about 3 hours of material gathering into roughly 3 minutes here. As you've already read the title, you know I will be reviewing the movie Jaws. What I have planned for my starter base is to build the Orca Quint's boat. For full transparency, I did scout out this world seed first in creative before starting up a new world in survival mode. So I am aware of certain areas that I'm going to be building at, and I did this because a lot of the build that I'm going to be working on today requires pale oak and mangrove, two things that are very uncommon in a normal survival world. I feel like early on I was trying to speedrun getting all the materials too quickly and almost forgot to get food. So I do build everything in a creative world first, so if you would like to see the building process, let me know and maybe I'll post one of those videos. For this build, I obviously wanted to base it off of the boat from the movie, but something else I also looked at more closely was the actual Jaws Lego set, because I personally own the set. While the Lego does use more tan colors, I felt using birch oak wouldn't look as good as the pale oak. You can obviously let me know when you see the final product. Don't skip ahead. I saw you doing it. I would also love to find a way to incorporate a movie theme into like a specific Minecraft farm. So if you have any ideas like turning like an iron farm into some type of Tron vehicle or anything like that, please leave a comment down below. I do already know where I want my base to be, which is right next to this island. It kind of reminds me of the beach vibe from the movie. So I'm just going to set up a temporary bed here. Now that the early survival stuff is out of the way, let's collect some materials for the starter base. Mangrove is the worst tree to cut down. If you do want to build this for yourself, I believe I put all the ingredients in this chest. I think the only thing missing is a lot of pale oak trapdoors. I am just laying down the basic structure for the boat as I'm going to be looking at screenshots of the boat I already built in creative. Smelting some stone for the shark design. after 3 hours, for me, we can finally get to building this. Wow, look at this amazing transition. I definitely didn't have some recording issues when I clicked off of Minecraft to look at a screenshot for the build. Don't worry, the rest of the building was recorded. Now, with no more hiccups, let's get on to the build and review. Jaws is the 1975 Steven Spielberg hit blockbuster. It might even be considered the first or original blockbuster. When a tourist beach community is terrorized by a bloodthirsty shark, will the chief of police be able to close the beaches from the money-hungry mayor, or will he have to take action and catch the shark before it causes more mayhem? This year marks the 50th anniversary for Jaws, and I was lucky enough to catch an IMAX screening at my local AMC. I, of course, have seen this film. Growing up, I watched it on an old VHS tape, and is why myself and many others are terrified of the ocean. I still cannot play the game Subnautica. It's just frightening. Spielberg is truly a master behind the camera. Each scene feels so alive with how the camera pans from a wide shot of people walking on the beach to a close-up on Brody's face, all without cutting. On this rewatch, I was reminded how authentic costumes looked in earlier movies. Something I feel that gets lost nowadays, and how clean certain outfits look like they just came out of a package. Another thing that added to this iconic film is Bruce the Shark. Or should I say, the lack of Bruce the Shark. Mostly due to the animatronic not working. This added to more of the mystery and horror that was already amplified by the score. I will also stop calling him Bruce the Shark for the rest of the review. Speaking of the score, though, I cannot put into words how good John Williams' score is for this movie. Every single time the two notes da-dum started playing, I got goosebumps. While the shark and score do so much for the film, it is a testament to Spielberg's directing that these small character moments were so entertaining. The simplicity of 3 guys on a boat sharing old stories about scars and singing sea shanties is exceptionally fun to watch. Another thing that caught my attention while watching this in theaters was one specific shot where a shooting star crosses the screen. From a recent Corridor Digital video, this is supposedly a CGI shot, but I know that Spielberg has said multiple times that this was caught in camera. I personally don't know how that seems to be the case, and I do believe Corridor Digital is correct. By the time this review comes out, Jaws is most likely not in your local theater. But if you have not seen this film for a while, or not at all, I highly recommend checking it out at home. Or, if you do live in the LA area, the Jaws experience is currently going on at the Academy Museum. Well, please enjoy as I finish this build. And the build is complete. I used some glow lichen so it would glow at night, and also so mobs wouldn't spawn. Fun fact, that song that was used is actually used for the ride queue at Universal Florida for Jaws the Ride. Now, there's one last thing I need to do. If you have a movie you would like me to review on this channel, whether it be old or new to theaters, please leave a comment down below. I would love to see something new, something I haven't seen before, or an old classic that I haven't seen in years. Please subscribe, and let's get on to the final rating. Here we have the grading scale that I'm going to be using moving forward for all the films I review. I think it's fairly self-explanatory what things mean, coal being at the bottom, diamond being at the top. I also think it's very obvious where a film like Jaws is supposed to go on this list. Without further ado, Jaws is a diamond tier movie. I'm Dinotopia, and this was Dino Topics Reviews. Thanks for watching. Cut. That's too